Hey everyone, you may have just gotten a Switch for your kids for Christmas or their birthday or something like that. And you may also be wondering, well, what game should I get my young family to start playing? And I have seen a lot of lists out there that do talk about what games are great for kids on the Switch, but a lot of them have come from people who don't have really young kids. And so that's what this video is going to focus on today. So I've chosen 4 games that I've found work with my young daughter who is 3 years old that I would recommend for you getting your family if you're looking for games to play on the Nintendo Switch together. Now, first up on my recommendations list is going to be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I recommend this game because it literally has an option that makes it accessible for everybody, and it can scale up or down depending on how difficult or how easy you want this game to be. Now, Mario Kart can be grueling at its most difficult settings for even the most seasoned of pros who've been playing since the Super Nintendo. And it even has a bunch of throwback levels from previous Mario Karts, so if you're old enough to have a child who's 3 through 6 years old, you've probably come across some of these levels even if you didn't own a Mario Kart game when you played at a friend's house. Now, the reason I say that this is a winning bet is because on the easiest mode, 50cc, it can be a bunch of fun for everyone in the family. The movement is a little bit slower and you're able to comprehend a lot more going on around you without it feeling like you're being run over by the computer constantly. Now there's even this feature that allows you to toggle on and off the ability for there to be some computer assistant guidance for any individual player who is participating in your races. And this is cool because it essentially forces characters to not steer too far off course, and it will auto-compensate if you are going too far astray. This mode is put in there for some of the younger or less experienced players, and it's great because you don't have to turn it on for everybody. So if you have an older child who doesn't want that mode turned on, you can turn it on for just one of your players at any given time. You can even get third-party steering wheels to put your Joy-Con in so that you can make your family feel like they're racing a real car. Now, this guided mode does not necessarily mean a win every single time, but it does mean that if your son or daughter does know how to hold down the acceleration button and steer, that they're probably going to be able to finish at least every course they come across. Now, next on our list, we're going to talk about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. The Pokemon Let's Go games for the Nintendo Switch essentially takes the original Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow games and updates them for the Nintendo Switch. And what's great about this is that in doing so, they make it an accessible game for anyone to play, and it uses the gameplay mechanics of the wildly popular Let's Go mobile game that took the world by storm in 2016. If you played the original series or watched the anime growing up, this is definitely one you'll want to pick up and play along with your family. It totally tickles the nostalgia bone in all the right places and is a great introduction to the simpler mechanics of the Pokemon series. You'll see most Pokemon wild and walking around the map as you run around and seek to catch all 151. You'll keep your favorite 6 Pokemon in your roster at all times and be able to spar with some other Pokemon trainers in the world. You can even set your favorite Pokemon to follow you around at all times. It's a fun trip down memory lane for mom and dad, and it's a great way for your kids to enter into the world of Pokemon. One of the best features of this game is that you can pair it with the Pokeball Plus Joy-Con controller, and it really captures the imagination, as well as Pokemon. You can use throw gestures to capture wild Pokemon and control your character, and you can play the game one-handed using this controller. The coolest feature of this thing is that you can put your Pikachu or Eevee into the ball, and it will vibrate and make noises as if there really is a Pokemon in the ball. I highly recommend this game as a starting place for anybody who wants to get into the Pokemon series. Next on our list, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons. This game has taken the world by storm in 2020, and for good reason. It will keep you occupied for probably weeks, maybe even months to come. And Nintendo plans to support this with free downloadable content for the next 2 years. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the series, you essentially move to a deserted island and work off your debts for a capitalist raccoon who gets you to develop this deserted island you just moved to into your own personal paradise. This game is so full of charm and humor and just general wholesome cuteness. My wife loves to play this game on the couch every morning for about 20 minutes while my daughter sits and watches as she fishes, gathers resources for crafts, makes furniture, decorates her island, and invites new friends to come live on her island. All of which happen to be animals ranging from downright adorable to awkward or grumpy. This is a game that I've been popping into and out of for about 20 minutes every single day to play. It's a super relaxed game and you don't necessarily win or lose. You kind of set your own goals and objectives, and if you want to go snorkeling, go snorkeling. If you want to build a bridge, build a bridge. If you want to hit your villager with a bug net, hit him with a bug net. Now do keep in mind that in Animal Crossing, you will have one island that is shared across all of the accounts on your Switch. So you will have to team up and work together to pay off all of your loans to your raccoon landlord overlord. And now before we get to the last game on our list, please like this video if it was helpful and share it with somebody if you think that they would find it helpful as well. Thank you. Finally on our list, we have Super Mario Odyssey. Who doesn't love Mario? The most recent entry in the Super Mario franchise is everything you remember about Mario 64 on your N64, but with a bunch of great nods to older games in the franchise. It is pretty much the pinnacle of 3D platformers, and you and your kids will have a bunch of fun falling and jumping all over the place trying to collect Power Moons and rescue Princess Peach. All of this while introducing a new character named Cappy. Cappy introduces a new gameplay mechanic that allows you to throw Cappy at enemies. If Cappy lands on somebody's head, it allows you to become a weird Mario version of whatever thing you've thrown Cappy on. Everything from bullet bills to even a T-Rex. There's so many new, fun, and innovative things you'll discover that you can control. At any point in the game, you can split your Joy-Con in half and allow a second player to hop in and play as Cappy as another player continues to control Mario. Cappy can help you defeat enemies, jump to new areas, and even point out collectibles. I often hand out the controller to my 3-year-old who loves that Cappy moves as she moves the Joy-Con, and she enjoys bopping some enemies while I'm able to direct the camera and movements and advance the narrative without having to wait on her to catch up. The second player is just kind of along for the ride in this game, and it sometimes gets mildly frustrating, but it's so much fun discovering new areas with your kids. Just make sure that you have the wrist strap attached. I'm speaking from experience. I think that Mario Odyssey is a great pickup. Even if you decide not to play with your family, please do get it for yourself to play. And that's going to do it for our list. And while there are a bunch of games that I left off of this list, there's still so many more games that I didn't mention that would be great for you to pick up to play with your family. If you know of one of those or want to let other people who are watching this video know about them, please let us know what they are in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it if you think somebody else who is looking to buy a Switch for their family would like this video. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.